G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. This time we're going to take a look at Medieval Dynasty again. We have not Medieval Sengoku, but Sengoku Dynasty coming up next week. I just wanted to jump back into my game. I haven't played this game for a year or so. Just see what the new updates are. But we're going to do something a little bit different this time. We're going to go back and start up a new game and see if my strategy to build a good village is still viable with all the new updates. So as you can see, I'm pretty far along in this game. I started playing the game 3 years ago. So after I had finished everything, it became more about designing and making things. I've got an astrological clock over there. You know, just trying something different. I'm starting to build a boat here. This is my boat ramp, but it's all kind of falling apart. Yeah, but a pretty big village and a lot of decoration. There's a wood pile there that's gone to shit. Just doing different things with the game. As you can see, I'm trying different ways of building walls, building shelves, just to see how far we can actually push the game. Archery range. This is my fair. That's all fallen down. I've got a bank. I've got a jousting yard. I've got secret doorways, all sorts of stuff going on. We've got an animal area, which is all about the animals. The game's still playing really well, still looks really good. So here's my bank. So here's all my silver and gold and bronze and everything in there. Just little things like that, you know, how to put a roof on, how to use your spears. I've got a feasting table over here next to my jousting yard. Like I said, I haven't played the game. Oh, well, that's all gone. That's all falling apart now. So that's normally all flat. So there's two ways that I've done that. I've done this table with the planks and pushed them all together. That's been holding together for a long time, but that's gone now. But this separate table is actually using the table in the game. Even just little things like this, like all the, like I used to have all the skulls up on the wall there. I wonder whether the other skulls are there. Let's grab some apples just in case. Got a barbecue over here. That's all fallen over. Like I said, I haven't played the game for a year. Alright, here. So this used to be my old house, so I put all the skulls on the wall, and you just do that with the spears. You can see the spears, so you've got to jump up into the roof. You've got to come over to here, and you jump up here on the cupboard. I don't know whether they're fixed it or not. Anyway, you get up in here and then you throw some spears through the wall, and then you can hang up your skulls. I've got a pretty big village, as you can see. So my new house is right up the top of the hill up there. So I've got my own area up there. But what we want to talk about is how to get started in the early game. We'll get our horse. There he is. So I've always gone... How do we get on the horse again? Right. So I've always gone into flax. So as you can see, I've got a pretty big flax production going on here. That's how I make my money. That's how I'm able to build and to spend more time doing what I want to do instead of what the villagers want me to do. I've always gone into flax. Flax is the best way to make money. You can turn the flax into fibre. You can also turn it into linen. I've done a whole lot of videos on how much everything is worth. This is actually the first flax farm that I started the game with, and it's still producing. I don't know how much money I've got. What's that? 722,000. I'm sure there's another 50,000 or something in my storage. So I've got all my stalls set up so that the villagers are selling money. But this, like I said, this is late game stuff. I've got wheat, I've got pigs, I've got everything that you possibly could need. Here's another beautification project that I've been doing. Long time ago now. I did this about a year ago. Building carts, building wagons. I've got a graveyard up in here with the church. We might just have a quick look at that. So this is one of the first things that I built, was a graveyard. Then I built a Viking ship that all fell apart. Can't be bothered to put it back together until the game makes it more stable. The church in here. Okay, so the idea was that you've got these guys, your idols. But anyway, that's not what we're going to do today. What we're going to do today is we're going to go back and start from day one. And I just want to see whether the same strategies that I used 3 years ago when I first started playing this game is going to work in the new updated game, because there's been quite a few updates. Well, just like that hasn't happened to me ever before. This is a bathhouse. So let's have a look whether I can get to, I don't know, $10,000 after 2 years, and then we'll see if the same mechanics are in the game. So let's get out of this game and let's start a new game. So we'll see you there. Alright, here we are. We are starting a new life. So you always start in this position in the game. So get started. So sticks are important, rocks are going to be important. So I'm not going to bore you with the quest lines. We'll go through that. The most important things is we start picking up some sticks. I'm still a bit rusty on the game. It seems to be a bit of overrun on the player on Rasimir for some reason. Right, but I know what I need. So I need rocks and I need sticks. We might just head down here. There used to be a wagon here on the left somewhere. We're going down into this village, which is Gostovia, and we need to talk to some dude, talk to the Castellan. We're going to need some food. We're going to need some water. We've got plenty of water. We've got a big lake there. Okay, so there's nothing there now. Now you can steal in the game early on, so you can go over it. I think if you go into some of these places you can steal some items, but just make sure you don't get seen. First game, first map, there used to be a couple of sheds here that you could steal stuff out of quite easily. That seems to have changed. This all looks the same. So 28 meters, where is he? Alright, so if you have a look on the, well, you can't see because my video's there, but there's an icon showing where we are. There's some geese here. We can't steal them, but things like this. Alright, so that iron knife would be pretty handy at this early stage, but you'll lose Dynasty points about that. This dude's walking around, so I think this is him here. So, like I said,
Be welcome, stranger.
well, we don't want you. Farewell.
Goodbye.
We want this dude. Anyway, I'm not going to bore you with the storyline. You can work that one out because it's quite a good story. And we'll come back to when I actually start to survive. Alright, so we're starting with our quest line. So I've just spoken to the Castellan and we've got to pick up 2 rocks. I kind of know where I want to go. I always tend to build in the same spot. So we need 2 stone. This guy here is someone that we can use to go across the map. So the map's quite big. So, and you actually have to go to all these places. So as you can see, there's exclamation marks on all the maps, on all the towns. They're quest lines that you can do. That looks like a stone, so we'll pick that stone up. There's another stone. There's our 2 stones. Okay, now we can make a axe. So if we go into Q, let's go to tool making and we can craft an axe. You can actually go into third person in this game if you want to, and it's also got co-op building, which is good. So now can I get my axe out? Now I should be able to cut down a tree. So the idea now is that we've got to collect stuff, and then we're going to build a house, and we've got to get our village working. Alright, so let's grab a couple of logs. We're going to need them. We're going to need them for our house. But it's asking us to get straw. Straw is down here at the river. There's a couple of bags over there that I'm going to go and have a look at. Alright, so let's grab some reed. We need 32 reed. This is just to build our first house. And then after we get our first house, we're going to start actually try to produce as much money as we can. So we need another 7, 8, 9, another 4. Alright, now it says to cut down 5 trees. That's easy. I want trees anyway, but we're going to just run across here and check out these bags, because inside these bags are important stuff. Alright, so we've got some hops, so we will take them. We'll take all of them, except there's a way that you can take everything in one go. Alright, rye grain is important, so now we can automatically farm rye grain. How do I do that again? EF. Okay, so if I want to take everything, I just take that. Let's get those sticks while we're there. We actually need stone. That's what we want. We want some stone. Now this is new. I have no idea. Lost shipment. Oh, we'll take all that, thank you. We'll take all that, thank you. Why am I not taking? So coin. FEF. Alright, so what did we get then? We got some apples, we got 5 apples, we got 59 coin. Let's pick up these stones. Stones are the most important thing. We're going to cut down 4 trees. So we need our sticks and our stones to make our axes. And I think we can make stone knives, which will probably be how we're going to make money early on. So the idea is that we want to get flax in this first day if we can. So So let's get some sticks and as many logs as we can, because we're going to have to build a house. So we're going to build a house over here somewhere. So on my way over, I just want to be picking up as many stones as I can. Pick up a mushroom if I have to. Alright, so here's a good lot of stones here. No mushrooms, there's another stone. Stick. You always pick up a stick before you pick up a stone. Alright, am I overweight? Okay, so on my weight bar here, now I'm already overweight. So I'm, what's that, 15 kilos overweight. Jeez. Alright, so we can get rid of X. Let's get rid of 4 logs, 5 logs. Okay, so we're back. We'll come back and pick up these logs later. So let's head over this way. So you can't build your village anywhere too close to another village. There's some clay over here. Let's do it in here. Let's start clearing away here. This looks like a good spot. We've got clay. And we're really close to Gostovia. You want to be close to Gostovia in the beginning because you need to make money, that sort of stuff. This won't be my final base. This won't be any base because I'm just doing this as a tutorial. I've already got built 5 different places. You're carrying too much again. So let's just chuck out the logs, all of them, leave them all here. Okay, now we've got to build a wooden hammer. So what do we need for a hammer? We need 1 log. Alright, so let's pick up these logs. Let's build all of them. Building. Okay, so now we can build a house. So let's build more hammers. So if we click on that, and then we click R, and then E, and then F, we can build 3 hammers. So we're going to need this. So build your first house. So to build a house, so we've got plenty of stone here. So let's pick up the stone. Alright, do we have a time? Alright, so we're year 1 and we're already at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we better get this house up and then we can sleep. We've got food, we've got water. We've got plenty of wood around us, so let's build our first house. So let's go into housing, house, simple house. Alright, so the building system in this game's pretty decent. They're green. What do we need? We need our hammer. So we need to put our hammer into... Let's go to Tools, Hammer, Equip. Equip 2. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a hammer. So we need 10 stone. Alright, now we need logs. So we've got logs everywhere around us. Anyway, I'll come back after I finish building the house. It shouldn't take too long and we'll have a look at what we can do then. Alright, so there we go. So we have built our first house. So now we have somewhere to sleep. We can sleep if we want to. So the time is 5 o'clock. So in-game time was 4 hours. It's taken about 10 minutes so far since I started the game. But remember guys, I'm not going through the storyline or anything like that. Okay, if you want to sit there and read it all, it's quite interesting. Okay, so now we've got our house up, we need to start doing something. So I might go into knives. Normally I build spears. Spears are 20, but I'm looking at the price down here. They're saying knives are 40. So we will make some knives. We want to make as much money as we possibly can. So we need manure and we need to get our farm in. I also need water, but that's alright. I can just go down to the lake and have a drink. And we also need to talk to the Brogny. So we just want to be picking up as many stones as we can at the moment. The more sticks and stones we can pick up will break our bones and also break the bank. So we want to be making these knives for 40 a pop. That seems a little bit too much to me. Alright, food-wise, we're going alright. We've got 5 apples. So we want to get out on the map and see if we can find something else. So the map is so I wonder where she is. I think she might be in Gostovia, but let's just go this way for a bit. Normally there's a cart. Alright, so here's a cart. Sleep. You'll need to build a thing. Sleep. 7 o'clock. We don't have to sleep if we don't want to. Alright, okay, so we've got a torch here. Let's take that torch. Let's have a look what's inside here. Alright, so automatically we've got some money because we've got pear wine and we've got some why am I keep doing that? F. Alright, so we've got wine that we can sell. We've got another axe, so we don't have to craft that. We've got a plank here that we don't need at the moment. But it just shows you if you walk around a bit and you can find some stuff. Normally on the edge of the water you can see barrels or parcels, things like that. I'm not going to grab any more reed. Here's some wood up here. So let's have a look in here. Apple tree seedlings. So if we wanted to, we can get apples in straight away, which is crazy. But anyway, let's take all them. Let's take the salted meat because we can sell that. But we can sell those apple trees. Here's a mead. 280. Yes, thank you. We'll take that one. Here's another axe we're going to need. Here's a water skin or more mead. Alright, so we're cruising at the moment. This is normally where I build. So I normally build on this area over here. So that's what I'll do. But let's go see if we can find this chick. The Brogniga. 428 meters. So she's in Gostovia. We'll go over to her, see what she's got to say, continue the quest line. But what I really want to do now is I've got things to sell. And I'm going to buy some flaxseed. And we're going to make a hoe. We need that, so we need 3 sticks. Once we get our hoe, then we're going to plant some flax, and that will be the start of our first day. So, let's see what happens. That's day 1 over with. I just had a sleep. I just want to keep picking up sticks and stones. We're going to make some more stone knives on our way back to give this to Unigost. Make some, craft some more stones, make some more money. Like I said, the key thing here is to try to get as much cash as we can so that we can start our farming. So we just got to build a hoe, and then we can get into farming. So stone are a bit of an issue at the moment, so let's keep grabbing them. So just on our way back to Gostovia, we'll pick up as many stones as we can, craft some knives to sell. Have I looted? I've looted this one. Yep. There's a stone there. We did that one over there. The more that you explore on the map, the better you are. You'll find more stuff. If you go over here, if you go over to Danica, this area is a lot more dangerous. There's wolves, which is not good for early game. But if you go over towards Danica, you'll find some iron tools, which is always great. So let's craft some more knives. EF. So we'll make 4 knives, so that'll give us another 80 coin. You can change the settings. I've got this set at 1 per time, but you can actually change the settings to when you're crafting to craft everything in one go. So on our inventory, we've still got 764. We've got to give the oat ale to Unigost. After we do that, we're going to sell the rest. Do we need to eat anything? Let's eat the rye bread. Let's eat that. So we're good for water, we're good for food, and we're good for money. So let's go over to this dude. 17, he's inside here. Alright, so this is part of the quest line, so I'll come back after this is finished. There's Sobadia. There's Edwin's.
A newcomer.
Seller.
Hello there. Whatever you need.
Alright,
I've
here we
got
go. So this is what we want. So we want a bag. Jesus Christ. So let's just buy 1 bag. That's expensive. Alright, so that's 270 just for 1 bag. And we need fertilizer. So that's 230. 31 pieces. That'll give us 30. Let's go 36. That'll give us an 8 by 8. Let's get that. And we want flax. We want the rest of that in flax. So that's 14. So we can get rid of... So we need one fertilizer for 1 flax. So we only need 14 fertilizers. So we can sell 36 minus 14 is 22. And that puts us underweight. So now we've got 14 fertilizer, 14 flax. And we've got a bag, so we can go farm. And do we still have money? We've still got 69. And I could, well, actually, I'll sell.
Hail, friend.
Yeah.
My wares never disappoint.
Yeah, you can have 20 dried meat. Why do I have that much? Alright, there's 80. Mead you can have 280. Pear wine, I don't need pear wine. You can have a stone axe. You can have that straw. Alright, so now we're back up to 700. So
only the best products here.
Again. So let's go what's my weight? I've got 10 kilograms. So let's buy 5 kilograms. We've got 5 kilograms of fertilizer. Let's go 3, so that's 6, and then let's just buy as much as this as we can. Alright, so we've got all
Have a good
our
day.
fertilizer, we've got our flax. So what do we do here? We go fences, road, buildings, farming. Alright, so field. So when you want to build your village, like after you do this initial stuff, alright, so let's just build it there. So the fields go in a certain direction. So if you want a really, really nice village, build your fields first. So you build your fields because they all go in the same direction, and then build your houses, your fences onto your fields, because you'll end up building all these houses and then the fields will be on a diagonal and it'll look shithouse. So even if you don't build the field, you just use it as a guide. So what do I do now? Alright, so now I need to equip my hoe. So you can use your fields as the plan for your village. So set them up first, set up your fences, and then put in your houses. So when you get to the point where you want to make a really nice village. Alright, so we've got our hoe out now. Alright, so now we're farming. So I don't know how big that one was. What was that one? 8 by 4 or something, or 4 by 2. So that's 8. Alright, so we need to grub up our farm. Okay, so this is our farm. So if we go into, not manage, we want management. Management, which is over here. Now we can go to farming, and we've got field, and it tells us what we've got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got a 14. So we've got a 14 square meter farm, and it tells us that we don't have anything ploughed. So now we have to put on our bag. So if we go back to inventory, now we put on bag, now we've got bag, now we've got fertilizer. So now I have to fertilize it. So there's 1. Now this is pretty grindy at the beginning of the game, but remember guys, I'm only day 2. But the more that you do early on in the game, the more you get back after we start getting our NPCs, because we don't have to do this. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to get as much flax as we possibly can so that we can buy pigs. Because once we buy pigs, we don't have to buy fertilizer. So I don't have any fertilizer left. Alright, so I've got to go buy some fertilizer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be making stone knives and picking up sticks, picking up stone all the way back, and then I'm going to make some knives, sell them, and buy more fertilizer. So we'll see you when I get back. So also in this game, you've got NPCs. So these guys can come and work for us if we talk to them. Now, she's a chick. She's 25. I can actually romance her if I want. So I need to find a wife as well. So I've just talked to her and she's added 5% affection to me. If you work on it over a week, you can get married, and then after 2 years you'll have a baby. So I just went and bought some more fertilizer. The NPCs you can bring back to your village. You have to have a house for them, you have to have water for them, you have to have food for them. Okay, and if you put them together, then they will have babies as well. After 18 years, the babies will turn into adults, and then you can use the adults to work in your farms as well. So it's a progression thing, and it's a dynasty. So you need to have a son. If you die now, you're going to die. Alright, it's a bit like the joke about Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson when he says you're going to die. Alright, let's get some water. Let's clean ourselves up because we're dirty, and we need some food. So let's eat a couple of apples. Let's get rid of our apples. We're getting nothing for that. So food's turning into a bit of an issue now. So we've got to get this down. I've got meat. I've got 8 meat. I can cook it, and that will keep us going. So now we need our bag back out. And fertilizer. 5. Okay, so once we fertilise this field, then we've got to grub it up again. So we've got to plough it, we've got to fertilise it, then we've got to grub it up, and then we've got to seed it. Now, this bag is probably the most important thing that we have at the moment. Alright, so now we've got to turn that into a sown field. But while we're doing all this, we're getting experience points as well. Jeez, I'm so rusty. Why is that not grabbing up? Normally if you see the... I used to do this with my eyes closed. Alright, there we go, we're starting to cook with gas now. It used to be if you saw the writing, you'd be right. Looks a little bit different now. Okay, so this field is ready to go. We've got our seed, but if we go into our bag and what do we, yeah, okay, so right click and then field. So we want flax. Okay, spring to summer. Can I put that in now? No. So this, my flax has to be done at spring. So it's sown in spring and collected in summer. But I do have rye. What do I have? Five. This seed can't, that needs to be autumn. Flaxseed, why don't I have, I didn't buy, I bought flax, not flaxseed. Alright, okay. Let's go to bed and let's go sort this problem out. Okay, so I went back and I fixed the problem. I sold the flax and I got flax seeds. So I've got 25 flax seeds, and also I had a look on my map and it's actually spring. So this is the first time so I can actually plant my flax. So you just get your bag out, put your seeds on, so you go to field and then it shows you all the things that you can plant. So let's get this stuff out, and we're going to get as much as this down as we possibly can. And I bought some more fertilizer. I made another 5 knives on the way back. Got another 90 bucks. And let's get this out, and then next summer, spring, summer, So after we finish this season, we're going to be able to harvest this. Now this also gives you all your technology at the same time. So I'm unlocking buildings left, right and center. If I really wanted to, so that's done. So now I just leave that will grow over the year. I'm going to build another one. So here's my hoe. Q. So how many seeds do I have left? So I've still got 11, but I've only got 7 fertilizer, so I can only put in 7, and I'm not going to go back and do it again. So let's build 7. So let's build buildings, farming, farm. Let's just do a little plot of 7. We can't go that way. Let's just go there. That's 9, I think. Wooden hoe. So let's grab this one up and we'll go through rinse and repeat. So I know this is grindy, guys, but once you do this and you get yourself one worker to do this for you, every single year after that you just take 10% of what you get out of these farms and put them back in, and then you'll end up with a shitload of cash. So let's put our manure on, fertilizer. Let's do this one, and so this is a 9, but we've only got 7, so we're only going to plant 7 this time, but that gives us 21. So out of our 21 flax seeds, we get 6 times. So 21 times 6 is 126. This is a bit glitchy. This never used to be this hard to fertilize. Or maybe I don't have any fertilizer left. Yeah, I don't have any fertilizer left. Alright, so let's grab this up. So you get 6 times, so you get 126. I'm already unlocking all these new buildings, farm sheds, so now we can put someone onto it. Let's go back and let's seed this one up. We got 11. And so the reason why I plant flax is because once you unlock the sowing shed, this flax, you thresh it, and then it also becomes flax stalk. The flax stalk is worth 60 each. The seeds are expensive. I think they're 40 each. So you can just start producing this stuff. I'm actually going to put that away. And let's just cook that. Let's cook. How do I roast? Oh, I just got to use the campfire. Roast meat. Okay. So you plant 1 seed, you get 6. Out of the 6, you get 6 seeds, and then you also get 6 stalks, but you need 10 stalks to turn it into fibre. So once you get 10 stalks, you turn that into fibre, you get 50 for that, and then once you've got the sewing hut, you can turn the fibre into fabric, and the fabric will give you 60. I've done videos on every single price in this game. So this is the best way to make money early game. So basically now we've got this set up. I could still grind if I wanted to. I could go out and pick up sticks and do all that sort of stuff and really push my farm. Go back, build some more, get some more grain, get some more flax. But this is a good start. I don't want to do any grinding. I might actually just cut some of these trees down, build another house, and go and invite NPC. What can I build now? So I've unlocked a couple of buildings now. So I can make another house for another NPC. I've got a farm shed, so I can build a farm shed and then get someone to come to my village. So I need to build a house, I need to build a farm shed, and then I can put them onto the farms. And they will actually do it. Barn 1. So what's barn for? Type of farming, workers employed for crops. Okay, so they'll make the thing for me. Workers employed here will work in the fields and the orchards. So what's the difference between the barn and... Alright, okay. So it used to be that the barn was everything. So you needed a barn so that the workers, and you would put the workers in between farming or gathering or producing. The barn is now just to make stuff, whereas this one, the farm shed, is just for the workers, so the farmers to go there. Now we've also got apples, so I might just put down an apple. I've got 3. How did I have apple seeds? No, I sold that. I sold the apple seedlings. So that would also be a good thing to do. So, like I said, this is my 2nd day in the game. 3rd day. I'm up to my 3rd day. I had apple seedlings, and I could have chucked in some apple seedlings now. So in 2 years' time, I'm also producing apples, which is always a good thing. Let's just go have a little look over the map. Like, the map is huge. Let's have a drink. Let's have a bath. But just looking on the other side of the river, let's go see if we can find something. So we've been on this bridge. There's a really good spot over there where you can build. I've seen there's a waterfall up here, just over the hill there. That's always a pretty decent place. What we're looking for is baskets. There's a butterfly. I haven't seen a butterfly in the game. Oh, there's a blue butterfly. Alright, so up there's bandits, and there's also loot. So this is where you come, when you come to a different village, this is where you come to
How are you?
Alright, she's 18, so let's go her. What's her name? Radomir. You seem interesting. What's your favourite season? Alright, so you seem interesting. Nice weather. Alright, so I've got her up to... I can't give her anything. Alright, so she
Have a
doesn't
good
want to
day.
talk to me now, but I've got her up to 10%. So I've just got to keep coming back every day and talk to Radomir, and then give her something, and then she'll turn into my wife. Now we can also buy chickens, alright, so they're expensive. We also got to have a hut. Once we get the chicken hut, then we can get some eggs. This is my previous wife. I always get this chick. What's her name? Inga. Inga's
Greetings,
almost my
stranger.
wife.
Goodbye.
She's 20 in this game, but she seems to be the easiest one to get married to. But anyway, I'm digressing. So, as you can see, the game is beautiful. It's really moved on a long way. The game was a bit rough at the beginning. The NPCs are still a bit rough, but it's got a good premise now. It's got a good storyline. There's lots to do in the game, and once you get into the building and the management aspect of the game, it's really entrancing. Just when you think that you've got everything worked out in this game, something will happen. You think that you've got everybody working on the right way, then all of a sudden you get hit by a famine or something. And there's also lots of questing in the game. I'm walking at the moment, but there's horses, there's donkeys in the game, there's that fast travel. So I've already set up here, but like I said, this would not be my main village. This is just getting set up, getting myself ready for my expansion. So once this crop grows, I'm going to take all this and I'm going to go sell it, and then I'm going to double it. And then after 5 years, I'm going to have so much flax that you don't know what you're going to do with it. And you're going to have so much money that you don't know what you're going to do with it. So we found a sickle before. So when this stuff grows up, we're going to cut it down. So let's go back, come back when that happens. Alright, so here we are. We're at the end of day 4. So in the first 3 days we put down our flax. Our flax is ready to be harvested. So we need a scythe. I've got a scythe. Just over the last 2 days I've been building another house. I built a farm shed and also a storage resource center and also a well. So I'm going to have a sleep. Alright, so like I said guys, just getting set up really early in the game. This is not going to be my village. This is just my village to start with. I might end up turning this into a clay pit or turning it into a wood timber yard. Okay, I'm not taking out the stumps. I want these trees to regrow. So this will probably end up being a lumber house. That one will be a lumber house. I'll put a family, 2 families in here. They can get me water. They can build a bucket. I've also unlocked the workshop. So I need the workshop to... What are we doing? Extraction. We've got a well woodshed. So I can build a woodshed. Building limit exceeded, so I need to get my building limits up. So I don't have any water at the moment. I've got a well, but I need a workshop to make buckets. But tomorrow I'm going to go get someone. Now that I've got my storage area up, I can put some food in, but I don't know whether they're going to eat from there. Normally you need a food storage, so I've already exceeded that. So I'm just going to stick some berries in here. So let's stick some berries over into there, and let's put half of my roasted meat over there, and we'll see what happens, whether they can get water themselves or I'm not too sure. But in the morning, I'll go to sleep now. We'll go over, we'll get a new person. I've caught a rabbit. So let's collect the rabbit and reset the trap. There we go. So I've got a sickle. Let's put the sickle. Let's get our sickle. Flaxseed. We need more fertilizer, because once the guy, whoever I get, is going to cut all this down, he's going to want to fertilize that. So let's put our sickle in our storage area, go to sleep, and then we'll go see if we can get a worker. So we'll stick that over there. Let's stick the bag in there, because I don't want to do any more. I don't want to do any more farming. Do I have any? I've got the rye grain, so we'll put that over there. Straw can go over there. So I've got all the basics on me. So I might buy some more fertilizer, and we'll see what happens with the farmer. But anyway, this is day 4. Alright, so I sold everything that I had and I've got 245, so we want some fertilizer off this guy. So let's buy as much as we can. So we've got 32, which is more than
Goodbye.
enough until we get our piggies going. So we want to see if we can recruit someone. So if you come over into a village and you see the fireplace, all these people are recruitable. If you press the Alt key, you can see how good they are. So I want a farmer, which is she's number 1, he's number 1, but she's a 3 farmer. So I'm going to ask
Hello.
her. 5. I'm creating a new village. Great, see you there. Alright, so now we have an NPC worker, but we have to go into the management and we have to make sure that she's got a house. So here you can see that she's got no house, no food, no water, no firewood. Oh shit, I forgot about firewood. But anyway, let's put her in one of these houses. So that's my house. And also, guys, there we go. Let's give her a house. I can also woo her. So she could actually become my wife. I didn't even look how old she was. So every day I can just go over there and talk to her and try to make her feel good. She's got no food, no water, no wood. Well, that was what I was worried about. The food is not a problem. The water is a problem. And she's got no firewood. But anyway, we're going to assign her to the farm and see what she does. So, field 1, houses, we want farming, farm shed. Let's assign her. So, Bora, farmer. Alright, so now she's only worried about firewood, so I might just make a bit of firewood for her. But now that she's a farmer, she should take the scythe out of the storage area and go over and start harvesting that for me. So I'll just cut down a couple of trees. And can I make firewood by myself, or do I need to make the woodshed? Either way, if I have to, I can just make a woodshed, and then after she finishes off the farming, she can go start getting wood and sticks for me, so I don't have to do this anymore. That's the whole idea of this game, is that once you get to a point, you want to be pretty well doing nothing. You just want to be managing, then finishing off your quest line. So I haven't gone to Sambor yet because I know what's there. There's wolves there, and I'm not ready to face the wolves because they'll just kill me. So can I make firewood? Yes, I can. So let's craft some firewood. Right here, right in front of us, we've also got clay. So this is a clay deposit, so we need clay if we want to make wattle and daub. So she's going to keep walking over. So if we have a look, there she is there. So she's over here somewhere. So she'll wander over here. There she is. And let's see what she does. This is her house. So I built the house for her. I'll put some wood in here for her. So she has firewood, she's got berries, she's got some meat. Water's a problem because I've got a well, but I don't have a food storage. I don't have food storage, which means that I have to do some sort of quest. So, storages, food. So building limit exceeded. So I can't build any more buildings. So I'm restricted. But here she goes. Alright, so she's going to start harvesting this for me. So she should have a scythe on it. There she goes. And she's going to collect these. And she's also going to get the bag. She's also going to refertilize this. She's going to grub it up for me. And she's going to put all that into my storage area. So I've got 21 here. If I open up a new field, as long as she has a hoe, as long as she has a bag, as long as she has the fertilizer, she will keep doing this. So she will do all the farming for me. And that's the idea, is as soon as we get one worker, and like I said, I can
Hail, friend.
try and romance her. You seem interesting. She's already at 5%. Nice weather today. Up 5. 1. You seem interesting. Tell me something about you. Now she's up to 15%. Can I get one more out of her? No. She wants to go back to work.
Have a good day.
Okay. But now I've got her in the village. Now I can woo her. And she can become my wife. And also working for me as well. So she'll just keep doing this. She'll go over to this one. She'll cut that one over again. Then she'll go get the fertilizer. She will put the fertilizer on. She'll grub it up. And it will be ready to sow for next spring. Now she's collecting 6 for each one. So I don't know whether it automatically goes in. Does it automatically go in? No. So she hasn't delivered that back yet. But once she finishes there, she will automatically deliver that back into here. So the key is to make sure that you don't use or sell all your seeds. Because what you want to do effectively is have 100% seeds, put back in your seeds, plus 10% or 15% or 20%, however hard you want to go. If you want to do 100%, you put double back in, and then the next year you'll have double the flax. And then you're really cooking with gas. So as you can see, she's just cruising along now. The farming in the game is really good now. When the game first came out, the farming was really glitchy. Sometimes they used to work, sometimes they didn't work. You used to have to put everything in their one box and all sorts of stuff. But they've really done a good job on the farming. I hope they do exactly the same with Sengoku, because that's what I'm really looking forward to. So she's just cruising along here. She's nearly finished. And then we'll see, oh, does she have a hoe? Yes, she has a hoe. And she's got fertilizer and she's got a bag. So now that she's cut all this, we should have something either in the farm shed or we will have it in our storage. So what do we got here? We've got a 14 and a 7. So we've got 21. So we should get 100. So she just put something in there. No. Alright, so she's not doing anything because I didn't put the fertilizer in. Alright, so there's the fertilizer. Will she start working now? I'll let her think about that. Sometimes it takes a minute or so. Rye grain straw. So what the hell did she do with my flax seeds? She cut all my flaxseed and then you didn't give it to me. flaxseed go into food storage? Did you put it in my box? Or flaxseed. Where the hell did you put my seeds, lady? She's got fertilizer that she's using. She's got her stuff. What did you do with my flax seeds? Why didn't you put it in the storage? It should be in here. Right. Oh, okay. No, she did the right thing. Okay, so we've got flax, but flax has to be threshed into seeds. So we've got 124, but if we have a look, alright, so let's take that over. So if you have a look, that's 10. So we've got, just out of that one harvest, we've got 1,000 coin. And we didn't do anything, she's doing all the work. But now we need to process that into the seeds. So, I don't have a barn. And I can't make one because I'm at my building limit. So I actually have to do the quest line to unlock my next building, which will be a barn. And then the barn, I can then thrash the flax, and then I'll get my seeds out of that, so that next year I'm ready to replant this again. But if I get 6, so what have I got there? What did I pick up? So I've got 124. If I get 6 seeds out of each of them, that means I've got 720, what's 6, 4, 24, 744. 744 flax seeds. So now I can build a farm of 700. So then multiply that by 6 again, and now we're really cooking with gas. Of course, she wouldn't be able to do all of that farming by herself, but if you've got 3, 4, 5, I normally have about 15 of them on the farms. But if you keep producing this flax, once you get your sowing up and running, normally I put my wife and another woman on the sowing. They just produce you so much money. Put out a stall out in front of the sewing hut, and they just keep making you money. That's why in my last game, you make millions once you set yourself up. So this is day 5, and we've already pretty well up and running. Cooking hut's going to be important soon once we get more than one person. But again, you can play this game any way that you want. I like to get this stuff going really early and to make sure that we are cooking with gas. Now she's stopped for some reason. She doesn't have a hoe. Why doesn't she have a hoe? So we need to craft a hoe. So we need 1 log. Why did her hoe break? Alright, let's just cut down a tree real quickly. Have I got another rabbit there? Looks like I got another rabbit. Okay, so up on the top left there, she's got a problem. So let's have a look at her management. Let's go to farming and see what her problem is. So she doesn't have a tool. No tool, hoe. So we'll just make a couple of hoes for her. A couple of hoes for the hoe. Yep, I definitely do have a rabbit there. Let's make 2 hose. Stick them in the box, and then she will go back to work. So hose over. Oh, I've got one on me too. Anyway, she can have those 2. I'll keep mine. Now she'll stop sweeping. She should get that one out of the box, and then she'll come over. She'll grub this up. So the first year this game came out, it used to be a different farming system. It used to be that if you opened up a field, they would just grub it up. Now what they do is they prepare everything before seeding. So it doesn't matter whether it's winter, it doesn't matter whether it's autumn, it doesn't matter whether it's spring, they will prepare the field, and even if it's summer in 3 months' time, they'll prepare the field, so then only summer or whenever the seed is to be put down, then they just seed. So, oh, I died. So generally, summer is your seeding season. Cabbages, carrots, those sorts of things are different. Beetroot, and I died. But anyway, there we go. There's a good way to start the game. Make sure you get into flax. Get into it as soon as possible. It's the best way to make money. And that's how I do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And we will catch you in Sengoku Dynasty. See you then.